Very good afternoon. I'm extremely thrilled as well as nervous. Getting a spotlight is a difficult task, very, very difficult task. But if that's the case, then I have to still honor it. So let me address you as being a young in this crowd. Hi everyone, I'm your friend Sanjeev here. Say hi. Thank you, thank you. I wanted to come and talk to you on a very, very different topic. And the topic which I choose to share with you is about I am perfect with my imperfections. And why I choose this topic, because this reveals something about of experiences that I have and some gray hairs that I have so far, how it came, right? So I thought let me just put up that thought first. When I see the definition of a perfection, it's a Latin word, which describes about finish, ending. Is there anyone on this earth who has ever achieved a ending part of it? Maybe the moksha. At least living beings here, I have never experienced so far. So that means this word perfect is not exactly exist. And if anybody wants to say that I am the perfect person on this earth, I'll have to talk to him very seriously. So for me, it is actually not the finishing. For me, it is looking at the things which says it's about a journey that you're going to experience. And this journey of experiences, you call yourself as, I'm still perfect with my imperfections. So let's go one by one to understand what exactly it is. Most of us have gone into a different situations. सोचते हैं कि what next? क्या करने वाले हैं? आप सब लोगों के मन में आता है सवाल. After some years down the line, what you will do? Even which course you want to attend for? There are so many questions out there, not only to you, friends, but when you look at the situations, the question mark is always there in your mind. क्या होने वाला है? हम क्या करने वाले हैं? हम क्या करेंगे? And there are certain questions which comes up, oh my God, I can do A, B, C, D, E. You saw the Raga brothers, engineers, and became to BA and then to the music and all. There are so many roads. The number of roads are increasing as the years of technology going up. So that means we are in the different wave altogether to get more confused. So be it is. Then the question comes up, wish I would have been fit like her. What a personality he or she has. Wish I could be like that. And even 15, 20 years down the line of experience, the person says that, wish I would have started 10 years in that domain. मुझे खुद भी लगता है कि मुझे 10 साल पहले entrepreneurship में आना चाहिए था. What a journey that India is having today. That means the question mark in your head is always there. And it will be. And it has to be. And if it has to be, then it's all about what? It's all about how do you understand yourself, who you are. And there will be doubts. There will be definitely many doubts in your head coming in place. And there will be various people who start comparing with you. As your parents, as your relatives, as your friends, as your neighbors, everybody. And then you start comparing yourself and find out, hey, where I am. And in this journey, you will find yourself a very nice, this cartoon which I picked up. You know what this gentleman is saying to all these animals? I'm an examiner. I'm going to do a fair and transparent judgment. All of you need to climb the tree, and whosoever climbs the tree first is the winner. Look at the species there. Elephant, monkey. How can you even take a fair and transparent here? Every individual is different. So to say, judging in the canvas of society, of saying that if his son or daughter can do A, B, C, why can't you? I don't think so. That's the right question. And then comes up what we have not. At this age of mine, I also feel that the same thing. Audi चाहिए थी. कहाँ है Audi car? आ गई? Why not have a farmhouse in some beach somewhere, front-facing, beach-facing house? There is no end. We look at ourselves and say, half empty and half full. Let's cherish what we have. Let's start enjoying what we have. So these all questions comes into your mind, and then the statement comes from my heart. It's okay not to be okay. I'm perfect. It's okay. Let it be. Whoever wants to say anything about me, please go and talk about me, I'm okay. I'm still okay not to be okay with you. Let's make this, I felt this and I made this statement very clear in my head. It doesn't matter to me if my colleagues, my seniors, my friends, Sanjeev to thoda sa crazy hai. I say it's okay. Perfectly fine. So be it is. And if that happens, then your self-doubt goes out. You comes out completely clearly that what you want to do. Your thinking process gets very sharper because then you start understanding who you are. And in this journey, let me make you understand why I come to this slide. We all have been created as an individuals. And if we are created as an individuals, then we have to respect that individuality and say, I am perfect with my imperfections. Nobody can challenge me. और अगर किसी में दम है, तो सामने खड़ा होकर मुझसे बात करो. I will okay not to be okay with you. This is where the things comes up in your mind. And this is what I experienced while looking at it. I will take up 3 idiots, 3 musketeers. आपके गैंग में भी होंगे ऐसे 3 musketeers, right? है ना आपके पास? 3 मित्र कहीं ना कहीं से मिल जाते हैं. And in that journey, even at any age group, my first musketeer is, you know who is it? Anybody knows this? Him? No one? Pandit Madan Mohan Malviya. Pandit Madan Mohan Malviya, I will tell 2 things about him. Very low income group, small village. He started his journey to become his parents wanted him to become a school teacher. He wanted to do a BA. Later on, he wanted to do an LLB. Look at confused mind. Then he wanted to become a journalist. Then he wanted to go and fight for the freedom struggle for India. The 2 things that he has contributed, many things apart from this. 1, he set up the Asia's largest residential university in 1916 by only borrowing money like a beggar. No money from any capitalist, just donations. And it is called as Banaras Hindu University in 1916. And today, it is treated as one of the top universities of the world. This gentleman, 1916, he also gave to India Satyamev Jayate. Do you know this fact? The great personality. He is one musketeer. He is one musketeer who has given me thought process. Sanjeev, you are perfect with your imperfections. Live it. Second musketeer. Everybody knows him. Correct? I had a chance to meet him many times. I had a chance to take my son also to him and say, "Sir, aap thoda sa isko aashirwad de dijiye." While talking to him, then he shared with me a couple of facts. The fact is, he wanted to become the Air Force pilot. Do you know this fact? And he was thrown out multiple times. He tried again went back. Then he thought कि अगर उड़ा नहीं सकते तो मशीन बना तो सकते हैं जो उड़ने वाली हो सकती है. And then he became the missile man of India. And then he became the president of India. In this journey, when he brought his first design of a missile, his director looked like a paper and said, "Mr. Kalam, I didn't expect like this from you. This is rubbish." Mr. Kalam, he has reached to some level and his director saying like this, imagine. And he said, "Sir, give me a chance, I'll come back to you again." He went again, approved, he did the test, failed. Imagine what he's going through. Entire confidence can be shaken up. But the gentleman stood up and said, I'm still perfect with my imperfections. Doesn't matter to me. If a director is not okay, I'm still okay. He pursued it again. And this is how he reached today what we know him, the Sir, and the president. The most popular president of the country that we had is Shri Abdul Kalam. For him, the third musketeer, none other than Satya Nadella. Satya Nadella, you know everybody, वो तो आप ही के Mangalore region से ही पले बड़े हैं, right? You know everybody, right? I had a chance to work with him very closely. Very, very closely. In the journey, you know what? He has mentioned about some 6 failures that he had made to become as what a leader he is today. And the 6 failures, a business decision that he took, all went wrong. Still a CEO of the world's largest company in the world, Microsoft. The first one, the Microsoft consumer business, mobile phone, Windows ka mobile phone operating system. Imagine if it would have been gone live further. What would we have the scene where your every tablet, your mobile phones, your IoTs would be working on those Microsoft systems. He crushed that business. People were making noise about him. And he was talking about something else. He didn't know what next is, friends. Just to let you know, he's not a God that he knows everything. He was not aware about what to do next. But he was sure, I'm not going to do this. And he fought with the board to get this thing done. The second mistake that he did is recently this TikTok, when he was putting the bid for buying it. You know, this Microsoft was bidding to buy the TikTok. And US and China having a very different relationship. Still, he wants to buy it. He was pursuing it. He put the bid. He failed. What next? Don't know. This is Satya Nadella. Still, we look him as a tall leader of the business community across the globe. What he said every time. Forget about this. I'm perfect with my imperfections. I'm going to still go for it. He wrote a book, Hit Refresh. Have you ever got this book, Hit Refresh? If not, please buy it. It gives me a thinking around what next. Where is I want to pause this button and think about it. That's called Hit Refresh. These 3 mosquitoes has given me a lot of thought process. And then, journey of mine. Just to tell you how it happened. I was a typical middle class family, and I was given a chance to only study, go to some job, and earn. This is how the middle class family works. I was very impatient since beginning. And I said, no, I'm not going to do this. So, okay, fine. If that's the case, everybody has left me assigned, my siblings, my elder brother, my cousins, and my family members that, thank you so much, Sanjeev. You are completely a crazy guy. What you want to do, you don't know. What I'm telling you to do, you don't want to do that. What next? You know what happened? I, for the sake of appeared in the engineering exams, I got admission in Bhopal. I went for my counseling. I saw this big crowd. In the line में लग के सब लोग admission ले रहे हैं और अपना अपना कुछ career counseling में कुछ subject choose कर रहे हैं. I said, I do not belong here. I quit. I came back. Then I thought, what next? I was reading a book about Pandit Madan Mohan Malviya ji. That was my first musketeer. I went to Banaras in the university, took admission. They welcomed me very nicely, without looking at my mark sheets. Please come. And I joined the program. This was my first crazy pun that I did in my life. And I was a talk joke in all the community that I belonged to. Fairly good. What happened next? This imperfections games forward. I belong to this place. This institute has given me a lot of my learning curve because that was the one which I was shaping my career, not a career, my personality, who I am. I was expecting myself. And then, everybody wanted to do MBA after the graduation. I said, no, I don't want to do. So I thought, what next? I don't know. One of my friends was applying for IIT Kanpur for a master's and a PhD program. I also applied for it. Okay, they called me for written tests, interview, सब कुछ हुआ. Finally, what happened? admission was given, I said, I don't know whether I want to do this or not. Friends, I quit. I came back from Varanasi to Delhi. And I was staying with my friends saying, ki karna kya hai? I don't know what to do next. But I was happy, confident, and still saying, I am perfect with my imperfections. And I was a joke. All across the community, I was a joke. Jisko dekho wo gyan dene aata tha mujhko. Every time, come, I'll tell you what you should do. And that's how it happens around. Then, I said, no. I will apply for civil services. And everybody was laughing on me. Civil services. Sanjeev, रहने दो, तुमसे नहीं होने वाला है. I did. I said, let me try. I gave my first attempt. यहाँ prelims होता है, mains होता है और interview होता है. I failed in my prelims first. जोक का बड़ा वाला जोक बन गया था मैं. जिसे देखो मुझ पे कमेंट मार रहा है, हा, इंजीनियरिंग छोड़ दी, हा, IT कानपुर छोड़ दिया. Look where you are. I said, don't worry, I'll still be a primary school teacher. Don't worry, I'm pretty fucked with mine. I am prepared for my worst. Nobody can stop me for trying my best. Ladies and gentlemen, I applied for second time. And I got one of the toppers on my list. I became the topper. This gave me immense confidence, saying that the journey of saying it's okay not to be okay, I'm perfect with my imperfections, whatever I am, is perfectly fine. Let's live with this life. Fantastic. Got postings here and there. Finally, what happened? I quit the civil services after 10 years of my job because I was bored completely. And again, पागल की जो सीमाएं होती हैं वो हमारे परिवार में चर्चा चल रही थी. Gone case. Okay, I asked my wife, by the time I was married, 2 minutes. By the time I was married, I said, are you okay not to be okay? And she said, yes, done, go ahead and do it. Thank God, I had a beautiful and lovely wife with me. She gave me the confidence, and I quit civil services and joined the corporate world because I wanted to see the second musketeer of Satya Nadella's giving imprint of me what to do next. Friends, I did out-of-box thinking around on these organizations. The last was, I was a country head for Microsoft. I was the managing director for Accenture India. Again, after that, taking one bag here, all the P&L, all the sales, all the operations, what next? I quit. I quit the corporate life. I said, no, nothing doing. I want to do something very different. Different in terms of creating an economic impact to the larger society, a not-for-profit world. And the third musketeer, Dr. Abdul Kalam, came into my mind. And he actually influenced me, thought about, Sanjeev, enough, go what you want to do more now. This is where I stand today. After my 6 years of not-for-profit world, you have invited me to talk to you of all my gray hairs and say, look, this is what I could become. I am perfect. I have many imperfections. Many people have saying that he's still a crazy guy. It's okay not to be okay. Perfectly fine with me. There's one beautiful poem which has always been hitting my head. I don't know whether have you ever read or not. If you've not read, please read it. हम वो रास्ता चलेंगे जिसने आज तक कोई रास्ता चला ही नहीं. और नहीं चला तो हम वो चल के दिखाएंगे उससे चलते कैसे हैं. And this is what inspired me every time. I will end with my 2 lines. As my hobby, I write poems. And then when I write poems, I just express my emotions. The 2 lines which I want to share with you, if you like it, please appreciate it. And उसके बाद मैं धन्यवादम करूँगा आपको, is that सवाल जहर का नहीं था, वो तो मैं पी गया. Question of not of poison, I had it. सवाल जहर का नहीं था, वो तो मैं पी गया. Imperfections. सवाल जहर का नहीं था, वो तो मैं पी गया. तकलीफ लोगों को तब हुई जब मैं जी गया. Thank you. Thank you.